Alright, boys, welcome to my new video. Today I want to talk about eating raw foods. You guys are not well informed because when I say that eating raw foods isn't bad, you say, oh, well, you need to cook it, you might get a disease, you might get all these bacteria. Alright, I get a point, right? But when it comes to vegetables, you don't say that. You say, oh, well, no, vegetables are great raw for some reason, right? And that's pretty stupid. I understand though why some of you will say, well, yeah, because you can get all these bacteria from eggs. There been studies. Sure, with the eggs from the supermarket. Because if you eat them raw, those eggs aren't real eggs. If we want to be honest with ourselves, that egg is full of steroids, right? Not in a good way, because those are commercial eggs. Some chicken is stuffed with steroids, any kind of hormones to just make it do a lot of eggs, make a lot of eggs so the company can sell more eggs. It's so easy. They basically poison the eggs. So then, yes, if you do eat those eggs raw, there is a high chance, or not even high, there is a chance there that you might get some bacteria that will weaken your body. Sure, I agree. But if you do have some chickens in your garden, let's say, you're very lucky. You can eat them raw with no problem because you have them. You know you didn't inject them with any type of steroids, any type of hormones. So your chickens are going to be very healthy. In that case, you can eat them and be insanely healthy. All right? And yes, when people say, well, don't eat raw food, it's because most of us don't have access to the right raw food. You don't have access to the right eggs. You only have like a supermarket. Because if you guys live in a city, it's very hard to find a place when it sells you eggs that are literally from the farm without being hormonized. I don't even if that's a word, hormonized, whatever, full of hormones, right? So in that case, yes, eating those kind of eggs full with hormones is in fact increasing a chance of getting a disease. I agree. But if you do have a place where you can just grow your chickens and you know that you didn't inject them with any type of hormones, you know that there are healthy chickens, then you can eat the egg raw with no problem and you'll be healthy. The same thing with cows, my bad. The same thing with cows, because sure, the milk in it actually is not the same thing, because it's even illegal to sell raw milk, so you can't actually buy that. I've tried it a lots of times. You can't, right? Especially in my country, nobody will let you buy raw milk. So yeah, that won't be a problem. And with steaks, with meat, the same thing, bro. Like, if they grow lots of cows and they just inject them with so many steroids just to get bigger and bigger so they can sell more, then they put more water, more substances in that bitch so it can be bigger and they can make more money, then yeah, sure, if you eat that raw, it might be a little risk of having some diseases at that point, right? It might be if the meat is really unhealthy and is processed, right? So yes, that's the same thing basically. But if you can eat your animals that you have in your garden, then that's amazing, because you know you didn't give them any hormones. You know that they don't have any diseases. Because do you think the big companies care if a cow has a disease? It's like, oh, let's just cut the part with the disease and let's sell the whole cow then. So if you think about it, it's not even the fault of the companies. It's the fault of people who's reading those documents and just assume everything is the same. Assume that the eggs in the supermarket are the same as the eggs raised basically by yourself from your chickens. It's not the same. Sure, they are very wrong for doing that, for just selling fake stuff basically filled with bullshit, filled with hormones. Sure, they are wrong for that. But in the same time, you're not supposed to believe that they are the same. They are not the same. In a supermarket, you find fake food. If you grow it on your own, you know that shit is real, right? It's that easy. So then, what should I do if I can't grow any chickens, any animals in my garden? Because I don't have a garden. I live in the city. Like I said, most of you might live in a city, so you can't actually get access to those kind of raw foods. Well, in that case, you should just try to find a place where you can get raw stuff if you can. Like you go at a farmer that you know, you buy food from there, or whatever is the case, right? You find your way out. Or you can still buy from a supermarket, even though it's most of them are unhealthy, and you need to be very careful what you buy from there. You might as well just cook most of them, because yes, sure, there are some kinds of meat, some kinds of eggs that are not fully full of hormones, and you can buy them and eat them raw, right? Some eggs are good, some meats in the supermarket are good, not absolutely all of them, but most of them are pretty dangerous. So in that case, be careful what type of meats are you buying. If you're buying it and if it's grass fed or whatever, just make sure it's the right food, and then you can eat it raw. Because if you're eating some cheap, very cheap meat, which is like, it even doesn't look real, and you're eating that shit raw, oh bro, it doesn't taste very good. Well, of course it doesn't taste good, because that meat is fake, right? Well, not fake, full of hormones, but like still, it's not real meat. It's basically filled with water and shit, right? So overall, to end this video, boys, if you do want to get healthier, find a farm close. If you live in a city, just drive 2 hours, 4 hours. I see people do this all the time. They go 4 hours, even 6 hours, to go and buy some groceries from some farm, and then they go back to their city, and they still live a healthy life. So you can do that. And if you don't want to do that, then just go to a supermarket and try choosing the right foods on the store, in the shelf. So yeah, thank you very much, boys, for watching. I hope you liked my thumbnail. It's a new thing for me, right? This kind of, I actually copied this thumbnail and put my face in there. Yes, pretty interesting. Probably this video is gonna make way more than usual. That's my bet. Anyways, boys, stay healthy. Don't believe what vegans say, because vegans don't have enough intelligence to tell you what's real and what's not, without any type of disrespect to them. So be careful out there, eat the right food, and as always, go gym, be healthy. See you boys in the next one. Bye.